boy, does he play intensity.
Parker dishes to Leonard. Over Bogdanovich, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker. Leonard's got his second bucket.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
And I'm loving the recognition, right? He simply takes what the defense allows. That's a smart move.
Now here's Hield. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Fox. Cauley Stein. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Parker passes to Gasol. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Kings taking it the other way, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And on
gave long performance. I think prime example of the home court advantage being just an advantage.
And we always talk about making your that assist was right target.
Back to Hield. Screen by Ibaka. Fox with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
And Tony Parker in his prime, one of the best slashing point guards this league has ever seen. Just an outstanding finisher amidst the tall players. And one season, how about he almost led the league in points in the paint, a surefire Hall of Famer.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Here's Hield. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. To the paint. Aldridge can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Here's Green. San Antonio again missing. Sacramento's gone 0 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Hield kicks to Ibaka. Now Fox. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The Kings get off a shot here. And the shot goes in. And it's all knotted up. It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And the Spurs with some changes. Now here's Mills, guarded by Mason. Now here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Anderson the screen. Gay with no one around. Good on the triple. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Spurs leading by 4. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season, but the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
DJ out there with Scal Labissiere. Then there's Wells. Then the Mason. And it's Papagiannis in at the center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And both free throws good for DJ. Brent, 15th overall is where you were drafted, right in the middle of the first round. A very nice place to be. Talk about the nerves waiting for your name to be finally called by the commissioner on that podium.
Well, Kevin, I wasn't nervous, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I was nervous, and it was more about the captain landing here again. During that draft, I was actually on an airplane and did not see one moment of the NBA draft in 1996. So my biggest nerves were that the pilot was going to bring the plane down safely, and then I watched the draft on VCR about 2 hours later.
No kidding.
That's the truth.
Wow.
So the best part about that, Kevin, I'll tell you this, is the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the first pick. We could fast forward that, or the second, or the third, and we got to that 15th pick, and what an honor to have my name called in the first round of the NBA draft.
An honor indeed.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Now here's DJ. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
And Mills kicks to Gay. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency. One of the best two-way players in the game.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
The Kings making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Here is Mason. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Richardson kicks to Wells. Buries it from three-point range. And the Kings lead by 1. And Greg Popovich has led the Spurs to the playoffs in all 20 of the full seasons he's coached the team. But you know what, Brent? He always gives his players the credit.
Well, Pop knows that the players are the ones who deserve all of the accolades. There's no doubt that there's an appreciation for the way that Pop continues to put his team and each member of the team into situations where they collectively can compete every year. And it's not about just compete for the playoffs, Kevin. I'm talking about competing for titles. What a run that Greg Popovich has been on.
Now here's Richardson. Note on the shot, a bit long that time.
And there might as well have been no guy up on the pick. Nothing happened there. Can't be surprised at the results.
And Mills kicks to Gay. And stolen by Richardson. To the middle. And Wells the bucket on the assist by Richardson. And now a three-point Sacramento. Mills dishes to Anderson. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Passes it to Anderson. Back to Mills. Takes the three. Connects from three-point range. Mills has got the game tied up here for San Antonio. Sacramento's on 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Papagiannis. By Laverne. And here is Mason. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gets it to go. That one good from Papagiannis.
And to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
There's a screen. Gay draws in. Way up off top.
And you can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully. But he to capitalize.
Does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now here's Gay. He had 13 points in the win against.
Was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Mills. Gay outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Gay's got 6.
And Laverne sets very hard screens, really helping create the shot for his teammate there.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Kings lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Shammy Wells with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain posture. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
On the court right now, the Spurs, the defensive tandem of great. Here's Fox. 6 points for him. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Back to Hield. DJ with it. Leonard's there. Woods the pass to Fox. Over Parker. And it comes off the front of the rim. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Utah.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over all of that here tonight.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
And that one, good. And the Kings lead by 5.
Yeah, confidence in the mid-range, which is going to make him impossible to defend.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, DA. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game. And Gasol sends it back.
Got to respect the reach and length of Pau Gasol. Outstanding job of skying up for that rejection.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Leonard dishes to Parker. The pass to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Aldridge has got 5 points in the quarter. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Here's Parker, following the basket by DJ. Back to Parker. He kicks it to Leonard. Over DJ. And it's Leonard again missing. Kings leading now by 6. Three-pointer Hield. Again, Hield missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Puts it up from 15. Sacramento grabs the miss. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard with the steal.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
Knocks it loose and stolen by DJ. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Fox kicks to Hield. It's stolen by Green. Fires the three. Can't connect. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Kings on top, leading by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
The only difference is competitiveness. Stick with the strategy, stick with each other. Long night, keep competing, keep pounding, keep pounding. It ain't about any one person, it's about us and how we do.
Banding together the guys. Greg Popovich preaching toughness. Some changes for Sacramento. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Yorgos Papagiannis. Ibaka comes in for Labissiere. And DJ's subbed in for Wells. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for the Spurs. We've got Bogdanovich. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Ibaka. And it's DJ, and it's Fox in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Sacramento has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Here's DJ, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll shoot in 2. And the foul goes San Antonio.
Take a break, take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Now, DJ has a lot of admirers all over the NBA for just how hard he brings it every single night that he takes the court.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Leonard, he's checked in for Gay. Green comes in for Anderson, and Parker's subbed in for Patty Mills. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Parker against Fox. Parker passes to Green. Right side, Leonard. Over Bogdanovich, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Green.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Fox dishes to DJ. 11 feet away. That one misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Parker. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cauley Stein, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
Tough foul. He's trying to make something happen right there, and he gets a bit out of control, and the referee's right on spot.
1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Aldridge left side. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. That's 7 points for Aldridge.
Well, he's made several All-NBA teams over the years, and this is just another reason why. Aldridge, one of the coolest customers on the floor.
Now, here's DJ. Here's Cauley Stein. Nails it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt. Professional move all the way. Puts the team on his back when it matters most.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 47. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gay.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
And it's still within reach.
But only if they make every possession count from this point forward, and I mean every possession.
Cauley Stein. No good that time. Good D by Gasol. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Parker with the steal. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves, consistently frustrate the opposition.
And those right now at the charity stripe are helping them pull away.
Now timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 6. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. $16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Sacramento again missing.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft, Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. This was a hard-fought.